Welcome, time travelers! Have you ever imagined the mighty T-Rex shaking hands with the plate-backed Stegosaurus? Dinosaurs ruled the Earth for an incredible span of time, leaving behind fascinating clues for us to discover in their fossils. But what if I told you that some of your favorite prehistoric giants lived so far apart in time, they never actually met? It's a huge surprise, like discovering two famous movie stars were never on set at the same time. To understand this amazing challenge, we need to talk about deep time and the three great chapters of the dinosaur story. The Mesozoic era, the age of dinosaurs, was split into the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous periods. These periods spanned 186 million years. That's a truly colossal amount of time for life to change. Think about the long-necked Apatosaurus. It's a star of the Jurassic period. It lived so long ago. Its world was very different from the later world of the spiky-horned Triceratops. The very first dinosaurs, like the small Eoraptor, appeared in the Triassic period, long before the famous Jurassic time. The time separating a Jurassic dinosaur from a late Cretaceous one is often greater than the time separating us from the T-Rex. It's a huge timeline puzzle that scientists work hard to solve. What an exciting challenge. Dinosaurs changed, evolved, and adapted as the continents drifted and the climate shifted over millions of years. Time just kept moving. And with every million years, the stage for life completely transformed. This means that a lot of our favorite dinosaur pairings simply couldn't have happened. Uncovering this fact is like reading a secret page from Earth's history book, a fascinating scientific surprise. Scientists study the tiny differences in bone structure and the rock layers where fossils are found. The Jurassic period alone lasted for 56 million years. That's a whole lot of history. We know the powerful Allosaurus dominated the Jurassic landscape with its incredible strength. But by the time the mighty T-Rex arrived on the scene, an estimated 100 million years had already passed. The T-Rex was a true star of the final act, the Cretaceous period, which ended with a major event. So, two of the most famous dinosaurs, the four-legged Stegosaurus and the two-legged T-Rex, were never neighbors. Even the types of plants changed drastically, from cone-bearing trees to new kinds of flowering plants. The early world had different oceans and skies, hosting unique flyers like the pterodactylus. Small, furry mammals were already scurrying around, but they were still very small and discreet during the dinosaur reign. It's an awesome thought. Triceratops never saw an Apatosaurus, and Velociraptor never saw a Stegosaurus. Paleontology is all about connecting these puzzle pieces across unbelievable amounts of time. The greatest challenge for paleontologists is keeping track of all these massive time gaps. To put it in perspective, a million years is so long that it's nearly impossible for our minds to grasp. It's a funny thought, imagining them trying to meet up, only to find a colossal time barrier between them. The simple truth is shocking. Stegosaurus died out a whopping 80 million years before T-Rex was even born. The wonderful plated Stegosaurus enjoyed the lush conifer forests of the Jurassic world. And then, many millions of years later, the T-Rex would roam a world with very different kinds of plants and other animals. But this is the beauty of science. We get to learn the real story and share the amazing knowledge. The vastness of time is a beautiful challenge, and every fossil helps paint a clearer picture of who lived when. To figure out the truth, scientists use incredible digital tools to map out every single bone and every discovery. We use something called radioactive dating on the rocks around the fossils to figure out their exact age. It takes patience, careful digging, and a lot of teamwork to unlock these secrets from the deep ground. We also look at big changes, like how the Earth's atmosphere and temperature shifted over the eons. The gentle giants of the Jurassic, like Brontosaurus, needed huge amounts of the specific plants that grew then. And the later Cretaceous sauropods, like Alamosaurus, adapted to new kinds of evolving foliage. Sometimes, a major event would cause a decline in a species, making room for new kinds of life to evolve later on. The evidence is written right into the layers of the rock, like a giant geological storybook. The family tree of the dinosaurs branched out over time, creating a huge and amazing variety of creatures. Even the feathered friends we see today started their journey back in the dinosaur era with creatures like Archaeopteryx. By carefully plotting every fossil find, scientists can create a detailed map of when and where species lived. We are all dinosaur detectives, searching for clues to put the puzzle pieces of the timeline together. New discoveries are constantly showing us that many later dinosaurs, like Velociraptor, even had feathers. A gap of less than 10 million years can be enough time for an entirely new group of animals to evolve and take over. You can even join the fun and learn how to safely and carefully discover your own scientific secrets. The world of the Jurassic forest gave way to the Cretaceous swamp, a massive change in habitat. Even the small creatures, like Compsognathus, played a part in the complex ecosystems of their time. The simple fact that their time spans did not overlap is one of the most exciting pieces of knowledge we have discovered. New technology, like 3D printing, helps scientists share their amazing fossil finds with everyone, making the past feel so real. And don't forget the seas and skies. Different giant marine reptiles swam at different times too. Scientists are like master librarians, organizing millions of years of data onto a giant timeline for everyone to understand. It is the time gap, that long, powerful silence between two periods, that truly separates these amazing creatures. Yet, every dinosaur, from the gentle iguanodon to the most massive sauropod, was perfectly suited to its own time. We study not just the bones, but also the beautiful fossilized leaves and ancient insects that tell us about their world. The challenge is huge, but with focused research and determination, we are constantly solving the biggest mystery of the Mesozoic. We now know that late-era dinosaurs, like the nurturing oviraptor, were much more like modern birds than we first thought. Our scientific knowledge is the amazing bridge that allows us to connect the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Now, you can confidently share this awesome fact. Just because they're all dinosaurs doesn't mean they were all around at the same time. The glorious Triceratops grazed peacefully in a world that had completely forgotten the Stegosaurus. The Jurassic era was an amazing time of huge sauropods and armored giants. The Cretaceous era was an era of incredible diversification, including the rise of the mighty tyrannosaurs and ceratopsians. They are separated by time, but connected by the beautiful, long story of evolution. Understanding the timeline is truly the biggest, most exciting puzzle in all of natural history. This discovery connects us all to the amazing journey of life on Earth, from the mighty Spinosaurus in the rivers to the tiny mammals on the ground. Every creature had its moment. Remember, millions of years truly matters when we talk about the history of our planet and its creatures. We hope this amazing truth gives you a new sense of wonder and excitement about the world of the dinosaurs. There is still so much time and so much life to explore and uncover on this incredible planet. The challenge continues, and the timeline is waiting. Keep exploring the past. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through deep time.
Hit subscribe for more deep dives into the forgotten realities of history, tech, and luxury.